Hey gang, Tony here. I'm about to hit you up with a very quick yard sale video right after this. And right about there is where my camera died, and I didn't realize it. So this video is going to be just chopped up into about 3 or 4 different parts. So very quickly, what I did in the previous video that I wasn't actually shooting was show you the 2 things that I got on Saturday at the flea market and yard sales. They were only 2 quick things. One was this Nightmare on Elm Street Media Edition, which I thought was pretty cool. I think it was about 50 cents or $1, something like that. That was the only thing I got at the flea market. I also picked up at a yard sale this beauty right here. Oh my god. So cool. It is McFarlane Toys, what is it, Pop Culture Masterworks Alien 3D poster. Sculpture sort of thing. And it actually lights up. So I don't know how well this is going to show up with the egg. You saw that? That lights up. Got that for $3. Apparently these bastards go for anywhere from they go for like $60 to $100, which is insane, but a really cool piece. So I picked that guy up. That was really all I got on Saturday. Stick around. I don't know what's going on with this camera. It's like beeping and stuff at me. I hope I'm getting this footage. I hope I'm recording everything. I feel like, oh my god, I'm fucking up today. I'm so messed up. Alright, anyway. There are other ones in the series. They're called 3D posters. There's a Jaws one that looks really awesome. I mean, now I want more of them, but they're so expensive. Like, I'm never going to find another one of these at a yard sale. This was just a fluke. I'm just going to hang that bad boy up. So that's all of the stuff I found. This here is a decal that I purchased from Horror Decor and More. I built a brand new computer, and I called it the Halloween machine. It is just a beast of a machine, probably the most I've ever spent on a computer. And I built it out so that it would be like all orange and black, but that wasn't enough. I wanted something a little more for it. So I decided to go with a decal. Couldn't find the appropriate decal size that I wanted. My buddy Joe Rogerson, your geeky neighbor, told me about this place, and it is Horror Decor and More, and they were able to do the decal I wanted on the size I wanted. There's a couple of like demon decals which I am tempted to also use on my case, but my case is black, so I guess I wouldn't be able to really get those on there in a way that you'd be able to see them. And then the main one that I got, you're not going to really be able to see it that well, but it is a Michael Myers face and knife. I'm going to put that on the side of the case. Price was very affordable, came super quick. I'm going to get that on the case, and it's going to be awesome. Now, regarding the Halloween machine, for those of you who want to check it out, I am working on a video of the build. So that one's going to take me a while, which is why I'm recording this video now, because you're going to see this first. I'm going to get this edited and posted so you have something in the meantime while I'm working on the Halloween machine video. Whoa. Hold up there, Rapino. It's me, Tony from the future. You could tell it's the future because I'm wearing a different shirt and the camera angle is slightly different. Turns out I went back out today on Sunday to the flea market, and boy am I glad I did. I mean, what would a yard sale video be without a Halloween bomb? I'm going to start with the cheapo stuff. We hit the flea market and I thought, wow, today pretty much sucks. I'm not going to find anything. What I ended up doing was buying something for $0.25 just for the hell of it, because I said, well, I'm not going to find anything else today. That one thing for $0.25 was stuff a pumpkin patch leaf bags in a box. From Sun Hill. Ooh, 1989. Not bad. Here's a weird fact. I actually kind of collect these things, the pumpkin bags. I have probably half a dozen. This is the first one I've got in a box. So I actually was kind of excited about this. Look at that. It kind of reminds me of like the Paws egg dye kit that you get in a little box. And look, the trick-or-treaters out there. on the back. It's actually a really cool piece. It's just bags. I'm going to go off the Halloween stuff for just a brief second to show you the other, what the hell, I'm not going to find anything else today sort of buy. And that was 2 VHS tapes that were recorded on television. The reason I bought these, they were 50 cents each, so $1 for these. The reason I got them was because this first one says 1987 on it. Next thing I'm going to show you is actually the last thing I got on the way out, and it's a trick-or-treat bowl. One of those classic trick-or-treat bowls with the movable hand that kind of gets you when you try to get candy. This is a Jemmy, which is really one of the only reasons I bought it. You know, maybe like the 90s, I would think. It does work. I put some batteries in there. Let's take a look.
Want some candy? Trick or treat. Happy Halloween. Want some candy? Trick or treat. Happy Halloween. Want some candy?
Okay. Jemmy can be worth some money depending on what the piece is. There's only one of these on eBay and it was listed for like $55. I paid $1. I'm keeping it. Not planning on selling it or anything, but, you know, it's always nice when you get something for $1 that you couldn't get anywhere else. That is just the listed price. I couldn't find any sold ones, and there was only the one on there, so I don't know if it actually goes for $55 or if they're just taking a shot in the dark since there are no other ones available. I believe they're actually this year going to be making updated versions that look like the old school ones, so keep an eye out for that. I'm pretty sure they're doing that. And finally, the big score. Well, there's a few more things, but it all came from one booth. And I will start you off as usual with the small stuff and work up to my favorite find of the day. It is a cake topper, which, if you are a constant viewer, you'll remember that not so long ago I got 2 other cake toppers. There's a pumpkin and a cat with a moon. Those were the 2 cake toppers I got last time. This is actually from the same booth as the last time. Everything that I'm about to show you came from the same booth. She has awesome prices, really cool stuff. They are huge collectors. And I figured, you know, I'd pick this one up to go with the other 2. That was $1. And then this, I'm more excited about this than I should be. They were the cheapo, like, oh, it's a quarter, going to CVS, or actually around me it was Genovese in Brooklyn when I was a kid. I used to go to the Genovese drugstore, and they would have, you know, the Halloween type stuff that you find like a CVS or Walgreens kind of places. These were always, they were cheap. They were like a quarter, 50 cents, and they were throwaway items, really. Like, you'd get them and you'd you know, lose them or break them or whatever. It is a pumpkin with a ghost. He's so cute. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Oh, hi there. I don't want to play with it too much. I'm afraid I'm going to break it. That's like my big fear with these. What else can I say? I love it. This one I'm pretty excited about too. It's a deluxe pumpkin pail that says treat. Oh, look at that guy. It's got a rope as a handle. And I'm going to be honest with you on this one. Don't know if this is originally what the handle was or if it had some kind of plastic handle that broke and they put these on there. Either way, I'm okay with that because this pail is amazing. Look at this pail. That's a handsome devil right there. I have one other deluxe one. I have to clean this. It got some water stains on it. This one is older and it's double-sided. And I love it. I think this one is marked. Yeah, this is an Empire. This one is beautiful. And finally, the best score of the day. It is a double, but I'll tell you why I'm okay with that. Oh, hell yeah. That guy is a beaut. I recently got one of these from a vintage Halloween sale on Instagram. He sells a lot of blow molds and things. Now, if you watched the video of my unboxing of this, you might remember he had said it was original. I think maybe like right after I agreed to the trade, I found out that it was, you know, he may have mentioned or I noticed, I can't remember, that it was a newer one. And you might remember in the video I explained how you could tell it's a newer one and all that kind of stuff. Well, now that I have a true vintage one, which was $5, by the way, if you can believe it. Now that you could see them side by side, you're going to be able to tell right away the differences, right? Number one, the hat is painted all the way around on this guy. Number two, the color difference in the plastic is drastically different. This is much darker orange. This is a lighter orange akin to all of the other vintage blow molds that you see behind me. Similarly, the plastic is thicker on this and it's a little thinner on the old school one. And then finally, the real giveaway, if none of that was apparent to you, if you look on the back here, you'll notice that there's just a number right there. And if you look on the back of the true vintage one, you will see that it says Empire on it. So, for that reason, I'm keeping both because they are different. But, if you're shopping around for these, if you want one of these guys, little piece of advice. Personally, I feel like these aren't worth as much money, and people will sell them as if they were these. Maybe because they don't know. Maybe because they're just trying to get away with it. I don't know. If you're looking around and you see one that looks more like this, I would pay less for it. They go for, these guys will go for upwards of $30, $40. I mean, it really depends where you buy. I'm talking eBay prices here. You want to find it for like how I did, like $5. That's the way to buy, man. But, people are going to try to get you to spend $35, $40, $45 on these. Just be aware that there are newer versions. Now, when I say newer versions, these are not being sold anymore in stores. It's not like you can find these in stores anymore. They were discontinued again. But, they are within the last decade these were being made. And there are other ones like these that are newer, that are more widely available, that are not vintage. You could usually tell by coloring and by marking on them. So again, little tip from your old Halloween friend. That does it for me. I am going to try to piece this together quickly so you can see it today or tomorrow, Sunday or Monday. I hope you all found some cool stuff this weekend like I did. Let me know what you found out at the yard sales and flea markets. Make sure to subscribe if you don't subscribe yet. I'm going to be doing lots of cool videos throughout the summer, and the fall, of course, is going to be huge, so you don't want to miss that. Give me a comment if you want to say something about the video, a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. Go ahead and give it a thumbs down if you didn't enjoy what you saw here. That's fine, and I will see you all soon. Breathe deep in the night.